a new Jedi Interceptor, a new ARC 170. Could we get a Venator, please? Okay, well, we're probably not getting a Playscale Venator anytime soon. The new 75402 ARC 170 Starfighter will definitely be enough to hold us over. With it being 15 years since the last ARC 170, this set brings some much needed upgrades. And let's be real, the minifigures are easily the best clone pilots we've ever seen. I mean, not only are the updated prints, but Oddball as a minifigure, that's something I thought we'd never see. But not even these awesome minifigures can save the set completely. From shooters, stunted wings, and even missing details, this set needs plenty of fixing. Hello everyone, I'm Minifig1210, back with another edition of 5 Easy Mods. Spring-loaded shooter. You know what, okay, at this point, you guys all know the drill. Let's fix these guns. Start by removing the gun assembly from the wing, and then removing the shooter brick like this. Then place a black 1x2 brick here. Afterwards, take a 1x1 black headlight brick, and with a 2-long bar piece, place it in the middle like this. Then add an inverted cone to the end like this, capped with a lightsaber hilt piece. Finally, use a 1x1 brick with a Technic hole, and place it behind the headlight brick like so. That way, when you attach it to the main gun build, the remaining bits of the 2-long bar can slide into there and fit like a glove. Finally, attach a black cone piece onto the end. To extend the main cannon so they scale properly, use another 6-long bar piece with the lightsaber hilt on the end and attach it to the set like this. Now that the shooters are taken care of, let's start working on the rest that needs to be fixed. For starters, the back cockpits. Not only did LEGO miss the smaller side windows on the front cockpit section, in the films, astromech droids are constantly swiveling around trying to complete tasks while on the ship. However, the LEGO version doesn't do that. You have to rip the astromech droid's head off, and you can turn it 90 degrees and then put it back on there. But as always, a few easy mods will do the trick here. Let's start with the window. Start by removing these modified plate sub-assemblies here. Then, off to the side, take a 1x2 white plate and add a trans brown cheese slope to the front of it like this, followed by one of the trans blue cheese slopes behind it. You can repeat this build with the 1x1 tan cheese slope, and then slide them into the opening of the cockpit like this. For the other side, you can simply mirror these instructions and it'll work perfectly. Now for the astromech socket, start by removing the two 1x2 jumper tiles here. Off to the side, start building with a 2x4 plate, followed by a 2x4 brick in white on top. Then add two 1x2 slopes to the side like this. In the center, add a 2x2 brick with another 2x2 white plate on top like so. Finally, top with a white turntable piece and attach this whole assembly into the astromech socket like so. With R4's head, of course, going right on top, ready for flight. Moving to the inside, the front cockpit to me was just a huge miss on LEGO. For starters, the generic control panel piece is pretty boring, and it isn't even the accurate blue color that we see in Revenge of the Sith. So let's lively it up a little bit. Start by leveling the cockpit down to this gray plate here. Now take those modified slopes and put them at the back like this. Then at the front, add a 1x2 jumper tile in white here. From there, you can add a 1x1 trans blue cheese slope on top. Off to the side, take a 1x2 plate with another 1x2 jumper tile on top, followed by a lever piece in your choice of color. Then you can take this assembly and place it into the cockpit like this to finish the cockpit mod. And now that the little details have been taken care of, it's time for the big one, the wings. Let's face it, they're just too small.
This is where the fun begins.
We would be honored if you would join us.
To start this fix-up, remove all the wings from the set. Once you do that, grab one of the big wings, and then we'll start modifying those. To start, take off the two inverted tiles placed on the bottom like this. After that, take off the red gun section of the wing in one big chunk, leaving the wing looking like this. Afterwards, remove the 1x2 red tile here, and we can start building. Place a 1x4 tile at the bottom here, followed by two 2x6 tiles above it like this. Flipping the wing around, add a 2x6 plate to the end here, secured with the two inverted tiles we removed earlier. Then add a 2x4 plate to the end like this, followed by a 2x6 plate on the front. Then add an inverted tile onto the back of the 2x6 plate in the middle like this. Now you can reattach the gun section to the end like this, followed by the 1x2 red tile we removed earlier. As for the small wings, start by removing these tiles here, followed by this entire front wing section so the build looks like this. Then add a 1x4 plate to the bottom here, followed by a 2x4 plate on top. Now you can re-add those tiles we removed earlier, but make sure the 2x2 tile is on the bottom, like this. Then you can add a 2x4 plate behind it, like this. Add another 2x4 plate to the end here, where you can then reattach the remaining wing build from earlier. Then add a 2x3 tile onto the wing like this, followed by a triangular tile behind it. With that, I think the ARC 170 is in a much better shape. Oh, and of course, the front cockpit section is not only much more movie accurate, but also that front slope can be easily swapped out for when the time is come.
Execute Order 66.
But with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more content in the future, subscribe and hit the bell, I'll keep it coming for you. Until next time, keep on building.